Dr. Basant Gupta is a former Indian diplomat who served as the ambassador to Italy and has a wide experience in international relations. He is a philosopher and scholar of the ancient Indian scriptures. He is also the author of the immensely popular volumes such as Timeless Wisdom of Ancient India and Eternal Beauty and Infinite Joy. A genius diplomat, a great thinker, and an outstanding author, Dr. Basant Gupta. Let's watch Dr. Basant Gupta in Vishwa Shanti Darshan.
But last September, I received a mail from India Foundation, which is run by Shri Ram Madhavji, that they were doing a conference on Dharma conference at Nalanda University. And they said, Mr. Gupta, why don't you write a paper, send it to us. It will go to the academic council, and once they approve, you come, then you give a lecture. So since the topic of Dharma is very close to my heart, so I prepared the thing and I sent it to them. Conference was to happen sometime in January 2018. So September to 18, 3-4 months passed, nothing happened. In between, a message came from Professor Vishwanath Karat that there was a visit to Ayodhya, the peace delegation. I had been thinking of going to Ayodhya since I have done a little bit of work on Ramayana. So I was extremely happy that it was some kind of dream come true. But in my mind, I had this feeling that Nalanda should also have invited me, but their dates were clashing. So I went to Ayodhya and forgot about Nalanda. So we went there, we did the darshan in the morning. We all got up early in the morning, we did the darshan. As soon as the darshan is over, I am in the car with Firoz Baksh Saab and 1 or 2 other gentlemen. It's a real story I am telling you. And I get a message from India Foundation that Mr. Gupta, send your itinerary immediately. We have sent you 3 emails. And you are not replying. We are waiting you at Nalanda. And you are one of the speakers. So I wrote to them immediately from the car that, look, I have not received any of your mails. And then I regretted because the event in Nalanda was within 48 hours. But then I realized, messages that go on Gmail, they usually don't fail. And plus they were my friends. So they are I am just a phone call away. And I was meeting them regularly during that period. But then I realized that the mail that is coming from Nalanda University is all getting transferred to Ayodhya. And till I complete the darshan, the mail is not released. So as soon as the darshan is over, the mail is released. So what I am trying to say, there is some kind of special bond which has happened. And then I realized I could feel the majesty of the Almighty, that sometimes you feel, I was very keen on this conference on Dharma, but sometimes you feel disappointed that you are not going, but there is always a higher purpose. And that is the objective and meaning of Indian scriptures. Whether you read the Gita, or you read the Quran, you read the Bible, there is a wonderful commentary on the Gita by Sant Vinoba Bhave. And Vinoba Bhave writes that the study of Gita is only over after you have studied the Quran. So I had a lot of interest in the Gita and I said, okay, let me read Quran also. I was posted in 2 Muslim countries, Algeria and Tunisia. So I was in Tunisia, so I started reading Quran also to see the complementarity. Now once me and my family were going to Canada because my son was studying there. And we were staying in a hotel, and it was basically for tourism and meeting purpose. And so my wife said look, Basant, next 3-4 days, don't read any scriptures. We are on a holiday, so Bhagavad Gita is banned. So I said, okay. So because the ladies can ban it, so I said, it's all right. But I was getting bored. I opened the drawer in the hotel room, and I found a Bible there. So I started reading the Bible, and in one go, I had 1 hour, I read the Bible. Then my wife asked me, said, you again started reading? So I said, I am reading Bible, not the Gita. The ban was on the Gita. So she said, she's from a missionary school. She said, it's one and the same thing. Whatever you talk about the Gita and what I have read about the Bible, it's one and the same thing. Or you put Quran also. Basically, all the scriptures have one target. Now, what is that target? So I was trying to write my first book, Timeless Wisdom, and something was missing somewhere. So I was in Hong Kong, and the bell rang. One oldish gentleman came. He said, I am professor at Hong Kong University, and I have come to give you this book. I am sorry I have come without an appointment, and Hong Kong, like London, it's a very formal place. So he made no calls, no phone call, no appointment, nothing. He just came to the house. So I said, but who has given you this book? He said, I met a very eminent Indian-American professor in Beijing, whom you had met in Berkeley University in US. He had come for a conference on engineering, how to use dry ash for cement. He's a pioneer professor. And he said that there is one Mr. Basant Gupta who is posted in Hong Kong. I don't have his address or number, but can you take the book and give it to him? So he said, I came yesterday from Beijing. He's such an important person, has sent you a book. So I was coming this side, I am giving you the book. So I said, okay, thank you. Please come, have a cup of tea. He said, no, I'm very sorry. You know, in China, in Hong Kong, you don't meet anybody without an appointment. I'll meet you some other time. So he just went away, came, gave the book, went away. And he himself was a very eminent professor of engineering at Hong Kong University. So he's just doing the job of a messenger. Now I opened the book, and in the preface, what I read was extraordinary. The preface said that peace, prosperity, happiness, development, liberty are the fundamental aims of human life. Humans want peace, they want freedom, they want progress, development, and happiness. Today we can say we've got peace, we've got development, we've got liberty. But how many of us can honestly say that I have found enduring peace? And finding enduring peace is the aim of human life. Now that was the first page. I don't remember the rest of the book, but that was became the mission objective. How? Then I developed the theme and started writing on the Gita and so on.